Okay, so let's start with 10.4, smell and taste. Okay, so before I start, so I want to watch some videos. Let's watch some videos about smell and taste. Wait a minute.
Smell and taste. Our sense of smell and taste are important to us. They allow us to enjoy the flavor of food. The hamburger is delicious. This milk has a bad smell. We use our nose to detect smell from the surroundings. Do you know how we detect smell? 1. Chemicals from food or other substances spread into the air.
Chemicals from food or other substance spread into the air，即係話我哋啲嘅 chemical 像食物啦，即係其他嘅嘢咧就會去進入空氣嗰度嘅，咁跟住睇下點咯喎。Next，
When we breathe in, the chemicals enter our nose and dissolve in the mucus in the nasal cavity.
咁我哋咧就話當我哋吸入嘅時候咧，咁嗰啲 chemicals 咧就會去進入我哋嘅鼻腔入邊啦，然之後就會溶解啲 stuff in the muscles 係解黏液 in the nasal cavity 喺鼻腔入邊進行嘅。
3. The dissolved chemicals stimulate smell receptors to produce signals. 4. The signals are sent through nerves to the brain where they are interpreted as smell. The tongue is our sense organ for taste. Let us learn about how our tongue detects taste. There are small projections on the tongue. These projections contain taste buds. Each taste bud contains taste receptors. One, chemicals in food dissolve in saliva. 2. The dissolved chemicals stimulate taste receptors to produce signals. 3. The signals are sent through nerves to the brain where they are interpreted as taste. The 5 known primary tastes, sweet, sour, salty, bitter, and umami, can be detected by taste receptors all over the tongue. The flavor of food is detected by both the senses of smell and taste. Let's explore more in the lessons.
Okay, so let's go back to your book. So go to your book, page 124. Okay, go to your book, page 124. Page 124. Okay. So let's highlight some key points. Oh, sorry. Yes, here. Good. Okay. So sense of smell. So we use our nose to detect smell from the surroundings, right? It's very simple. Okay. So there are more than 5 billion smell receptors in our nose。即係我哋原來多過5 billion 嘅嗅感受器，原來喺我哋個鼻哥喺我哋鼻入邊個。咁呢啲嘅 cell 咧就 detect 到 chemical，所以你頭先講咗啦，when we breathe in，咁我就同你揀翻重點咗啦。頭先因為頭先條片講得好清楚啊。So the video has already tells you, okay? And then so chemicals from food or other substances spread into the air. And when we breathe in, the chemicals enter our nose and dissolve in the muscles, in the muscles, in the nasal cavity. 記唔記得 nasal cavity 呢個字似曾相識咧？係咪邊度見過咧？大家有冇印象咧？係啦，就喺第7課我見過嘅 living things in air 嗰課 ，OK？ Muscles which means 黏液 ，OK？ 黏液。我唔寫啦，因為下邊有啲唔該你寫。OK， the dissolved chemicals stimulate smell, receptor to produce signals 去產生信號，一個溶解咗嘅 chemicals 啦。然之後 the signals are sent through the nerves to the brain， 又係 send 上個腦度，經過神經線 ，where they get inspirated as smell， 咁就係產生你嘅 smell 啦，產生味覺，咁產生嗅覺，咁你就聞到嘢啦。OK， 好簡單啫。淺個眼啦，咪淺個耳仔同埋眼啦，咁少。Okay, so the next page. So sense of taste. The tongue is our sense organ for taste. So look at your tongue in front of a mirror. So can you see the small projections on it? These projections contain taste buds. Taste buds 係緊味蕾，即係原來我哋話咧，每一層咧係有味蕾喺入邊個。And each taste bud contains the taste receptors 係緊味覺感受器。就咁咪同頭先 smell 係一樣啦，知道嘅。咁我哋就話啦，咁呢啲咁你知道 taste 我哋去係咩嚟啊嘛？即係感受到嗰樣食物係酸啊、苦啊、辣啊、甜啊。咁通常係 detect 到啲 chemicals，所以記住，so remember。So they can detect chemicals in food or drinks, okay? So how can they detect taste? So let's see figure 10.35. Okay, so chemicals in food dissolved in the saliva. 唾液口水度啊，你知係食完嘢之後食咗口水㗎啦，唔係喺口水度dissolve。And the dissolved chemicals stimulate taste receptors to produce signals， 就係產生信號。Signals are sent through the nerves to the brain where they are inspirated as taste。好，同頭先 smell 差唔多啫，不過 smell 多少步驟啦。Saliva 係梗係唾液，講多次唾液。唾液 OK。Okay, good. So remember some words you have to know.啲字要識串下。 Okay. So there are 5 known primary tastes，咁啊知道噶啦，學過知道嘅，咁包括有 sweet、sour、salty、bitter and umami。啊，呢個字應該有 sense 俾學過嘅 umami。係解鮮味啊，即係啲食物好鮮、新鮮、鮮味嘅意思。所以其他應該學晒噶啦，鮮味。Okay. So if you don't understand the word, please write the Chinese meaning. 鮮味 ，OK。Okay. So perceive the relationship between the sense of smell and taste. Okay, so when your nose is blocked, does it? So let's see in this figure. So the food in this restaurant is delicious. 話好味喎。I have a cold and my nose is blocked. 哦，即係 cold 即係感冒啊。And my nose is blocked. The food tastes bland to me，好似冇味咁樣喎。So when your nose is blocked，即係當個鼻嘅時候咧，does it affect your ability to taste？究竟會唔會影響到你嘅味覺咧？係啊，影唔影響到你嘅味覺？係影響到你嘅味覺咧？So let's find out how our sense of smell affect our sense of taste in this further experiment. So this part which talking about that the relationship between the sense of smell and taste. So let's see this in this experiment. So the title is How does our sense of smell affect our sense of taste? 究竟個 sense 究竟你嘅嗅覺點樣影響到你嘅味覺咧？ So let's see.
Work in pairs. Smell and taste a plain potato chip and a strongly flavored potato chip. Remember their smells and tastes. Your partner will close his or her eyes. Hold a potato chip near your partner's nose and let him or her taste a potato chip of the other flavor. Ask your partner which potato chip he or she is smelling and which one he or she is tasting. Repeat the step 2 more times, changing the flavor of potato chips at random.
Okay, so let's go back. So in this experiment, so the conclusion is, so let's see this one. Experiment 10.9 shows that the smell detected by our nose affects our sense of taste. 原來影響到嘅喎。That we use the sensory information detected by both our nose and our tongue to determine the full flavor of food and drinks. Okay, so now we can explain why the food we eat tastes bland when our nose is blocked. When we have a blocked nose, our sense of smell our sense of smell becomes weaker 就弱咗喎。So we use only our tongue to detect the flavor of the food, so the food tastes bland。咁我就原來咧，當我哋個鼻淋多咗嘅時候咧，咁我哋嘅 smell 咧就 becomes weaker。咁我淨係可以用我哋條脷去感受到嗰個食物個味道係點樣嘅。咁所以就令到個食物咧，你 taste 嘅時候就比較木味嘅，即係乏味嘅意思啊。bland which means 乏味嗰啲係乏味。So let's fill in this key point. So, fluid in our nose detect chemicals to produce the sense of smell. So you do it by yourself, okay? So, okay, so the next chapter, 10.5, touch. So the skin as a sense organ. So the skin is the largest organ in the human body. 原來咧你嘅皮膚咧係喺個身體入邊咧係最大嘅喎，你嘅器官。So in the skin, there are different kinds of receptors that can detect touch, pressure, pain and temperature。即係原來咧，我哋喺皮膚入邊咧可以 detect 到唔同嘅，例如好痛啦、痛楚啦、啲氣壓啦同埋溫度都係 detect 到嘅。When these receptors are stimulated, they send signals to the brain through the nerves。又係一樣啦，講咗10萬次，佢哋又係 send 啲信號上去嗰度經過啲神經線。咁所以然之後咧 ，the brain then express the signals。and produce the sense we experience， 即係感覺到痛嘅時候就出現痛楚。Okay， so this is the touch receptor, and this is the temperature receptor, pressure receptor, this is pain。Okay， 呢個就有個 figure 啦 ，different kinds of receptor in the skin。So the key point， so the skin is the sense organ for touch, pressure, pain, and temperature。So sensitivity of the skin to touch. Okay, so skin can detect touch. However, is the skin on different parts of the body equally sensitive to touch? Let's find out in the following experiment。跟住就話啦，咁你啲皮膚就能夠 detect 到 touch 啫，咁係咪就咁其他 the skin different parts of the body 咧 can equally sensitive 得唔？即係咪對 touch 係有敏感嘅咧？ So let's find in the following experiment. Which part of your upper limb is the most sensitive to touch? 睇下實驗先啦，我哋。
Straighten out a paper clip and bend it into a U shape. Adjust the tips of the paper clip so that they are 1 centimeter apart. Work in pairs. Your partner will close his or her eyes. Gently touch the back of your partner's hands with both tips of the paper clip. Ask if he or she can peel 1 tip or 2. If your partner can feel only 1 tip, adjust the tips of the paper clip further apart and repeat the previous step until he or she can feel 2 tips. Record the distance at which your partner starts to feel 2 tips. Repeat the previous steps with other parts of the upper limb, the palm, fingertip, forearm,
forearm 係解前臂
and elbow.
Okay, so let's go back. So, oh, why Chinese? 是但啦，唔緊要啦。嗱，咁我就話啦，皮膚入邊嘅觸碰感受嘅皮膚入邊嘅觸碰感受氣分布咧就唔平均嘅。例如指尖係有大量嘅觸碰感受器啦，對觸碰咧就較為敏感嘅，因此失明人士用指尖嚟去閱讀特粒字咧，而崔醫師就用指尖嚟檢查病人嘅脈搏。Yes. So the receptors in the skin are not evenly distributed. For example, our sphincters have a large number of touch receptors. Therefore, they are very sensitive to touch. Blind people read Braille 係唔特字啊 with their fingertips, while doctors of traditional Chinese medicine use their fingertips to explain the patient's flows. 好啦 so the key point. The receptors in the skin are not evenly distributed. Different parts of the body are not equally sensitive to touch. Okay. So our skin have 頭先講咗啦，咁就話原來咧佢有啲人敏感，有啲唔敏感嗰對 skin。Okay. So our skin have receptors that they are sensitive to change in temperature. However, is our skin reliable in detecting hot and cold? 究竟我哋嘅皮膚能夠 detect 到究竟個 temperature 熱定係凍咧？ So let's find out in the following experiment. Oops, sorry, this one.
Prepare 1 beaker of hot water, 1 beaker of tap water, and 1 beaker of iced water. Put your right index finger into the hot water and your left index finger into the iced water for 30 seconds. How do your fingers feel? Take your fingers out and immediately put both fingers into the tap water.
將一壺凍水、暖水同埋熱 tap
How
water
do your
凍
fingers
水、熱
feel?
水，然之後撳針落嚟，然之後
Is
你
the
哋手
skin
指感受。
reliable in detecting hot and cold?
Yes, of course, right? Yes, of course, right? So it's we can detect it. Okay. So fill in the key point, please. So is the skin reliable in detecting hot and cold? Yes. Yes, okay. So you may feel yes. It's skin reliable in yes. Yes, okay, yes. So our skin is reliable in detecting hot and cold. Okay. So the last thing you would like to do is the trap point 10.11. So all receptors in the skin can detect temperature. False, right? True, this is true. Yes, they are. Oh, sorry. This is false. Okay. Remember, it's not evenly distributed. It's unevenly distributed. Okay, unevenly distributed. Okay. Okay, so next time we will talk about the sense of balance and your brain, okay, and your brain and our senses. Okay, so homework. Today, no homework, okay. So stay safe and goodbye, everybody. Goodbye.